in my opinion and in my personal experience, I think these three habits I'm going to share with you today are the foundation for really starting to build and maintain a positive, a healthy, okay, self image after 40. All right. And I promise you, it's nothing like crazy. You ain't got to spend a gazillion dollars. I'm not going to tell you anything crazy, like insignificant that you have to do. But I want to do a disclosure here, okay? Because I really want you to like take away some good value from this video. These habits I'm going to share with you today, they are so simple and little that so many people overlook the importance in them to where they don't do them because they're like, that's so simple, that's so little, it's not going to make a big difference. And I just want to tell you and just preface, this now in this video that yes, what I'm going to share with you today is going to make all the difference over time, and not just over time in years, but really just week after week, month after month. Okay. So if you are ready to feel better when you look in the mirror, you are ready to feel better when you start your day, and you are ready to feel, just more confident in relationships, and, maybe just more confident and self-assured in possibly this next career chapter in your life, or whatever the next chapter is in your life. I really hope that you tune in, focus, and like take serious what I'm going to share with you today. Okay. All right. Now, before I dive in, I do just want to introduce myself in the event you are brand new to me. And if you are returning, thank you so much. I'm glad you're taking away value from these videos. My name is Nikki McMillan. I am about to be 42 years old. I am a mother to a 3.5-year-old, and I have been doing this women's work, life coaching, confidence coaching for women for nearly 10 years. So I am coming at you today with not just personal experience in my own life on how I improved a lot of the things that I talk about in these videos, but also how I've helped other women to do the same. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and dive in. I got some notes here too, so I'm going to look over. All right. So the first daily habit is it's starting with your evening routine. Okay. So here's the thing. If you want to still start feeling better in midlife, you have to start changing the way that you do things. Okay. So if you want to start feeling better about yourself, you have to start doing away with these habits that you've had for so long. So maybe like, do you have this habit of, staying up late and, watching TV until midnight? Do you have a habit of, drinking one too many glasses of wine, almost like more than you would like to admit in the evening to wind down? Do you have this habit of like saying now too late? So, and I'm going to tell you in a minute how this has to do with really, shifting your self-image and really making it better. These habits I'm sharing with you, I did all of these things. I would watch TV until all hours of the night. I really enjoyed drinking wine because I told myself that it helped me to, wind down, relax, feel better. It's just like my self-care thing I do. And I, would therefore not really take that good care of myself because I'm like a glass or two in. I'm like, I don't really want to brush my teeth or floss. I don't really want to do my skincare routine. And then this would all fall into the next day of my alarm clocks going off, and I would hit snooze, and then I feel bad. So this first daily habit, it starts with your evening routine. Are there some things that you're doing? And you can share with me below in the comments if you feel comfortable and we can actually engage, okay, and talk about this like in the comments. Are there some habits that you still do now in midlife that are only that are just hindering you? They're hindering you really feeling your best. They're really affecting, maybe some of your relationships, really affecting this, your self-image. It's affecting your self-worth and just really creating a lot of self-doubt and like you're not good enough or that you don't have what it takes to really, live this life that you want to live and how you want to feel on a day-to-day basis. Like, are there some evening routine habits that you need to change? Okay. So the first habit here, the number one, is asking yourself, what does your evening routine look like? So for me, it was having wine in the evening, watching Netflix and way too late, or maybe way too early, sometimes until 12, 1 a.m. It was not really taking care of my skin and my oral hygiene, not getting to bed at a decent time. So when I started changing this evening routine habit, I cut out, for me personally, I'm not saying you have to do this, but for me personally, about 9 months ago, I just cut out all alcohol because it just cost me too much than it was really helping me to wind down and feel good. There was more negative consequences than there were positive consequences. I also, there wasn't, I just, not that it's a lot of money, but I just didn't want to pay for Netflix anymore. And I even had the one with the ads. I was just tired of paying even, let's just say, $12, $15 for something that was really just stealing, time and stealing like purpose from my life. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna like cancel it, watch until it runs out. And then my new habit at night, which would help me get to bed at a decent time, was I just started reading books, both personal development books and fiction storytelling books, which is a great replacement of watching a screen and TV. It's good to read a story, and you'll get tired a lot quicker. At least I do, and I know a lot of my clients do too, that switch to reading over watching. They're like, oh, I can't get my eyes open. I'm out in like 20 minutes. I'm like, fantastic. Just that first habit, and I know I'm going on a long time with this because I think it's foundational and it's very, small and overlooked, is this nighttime routine. Like, a lot of people, and you can ask yourself this and be honest with me if you're, brave enough to do so in the comments. Are there evening habits and an evening routine that are, if you're really being for real with yourself, that it's really affecting how you feel about yourself and how you start your day the next day, and it's taking a toll on your self-image? The TV, the drinking, the not taking care of your, your skin, your oral hygiene, right? Going to bed too late, right? I mean, I'm sure that doesn't make you feel, better about yourself, as it does probably just continuing to, you waste your time and just drain your energy and not really set you up for success the next day or excitement the next day. Okay. So I would love to know, I mean, do you see how this first daily, this simple daily habit of examining your current evening routine, how this can be very impactful for really helping you to feel better about yourself, after 40, and really just start to up level your self-image? Let me know below in the comments, or, give this video a like as well. Okay. I'm really curious to know, what you think about this. Number 2, simple daily habit. And, this leads right into the morning routine, right? So like, if you have this good evening self-respecting, like self-care routine, it's just naturally going to fall into you starting your mornings like on the right foot, really feeling good about yourself, really feeling excited to get out of bed and to start the day, right? So like, this morning routine is very foundational, right? So like, I don't know if you have the habit right now. I certainly did. I would always snooze my alarm clock, like snooze, 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 until it's like a half hour later. Now I get up within a minute or two of my alarm clock going off. It goes off at 6:05. I don't know why it's 6:05. It should be 6. I think I just need to change it. But I like to get up and start my day before my daughter wakes up. So if I can get up, a little earlier before the house does. Okay. I mean, my husband's already up. He's making coffee, but I get up. The point is, when that alarm clock goes off, I feel rested because my evening routine, like I got to bed at a decent time. and I just feel like excited to start the morning and to start my day. So I get out of bed. This is the other thing. This is very foundational. I make my bed. Okay. I make my bed because I mean, for me, I think like to really start like to feel good about yourself and this little foundational thing of having a positive self-image is you don't leave your bedroom messy, right? Like we're not teenagers. We're not toddlers. But like we're not kids. So when we wake up, we should really clean up after ourselves. Make your bed, straighten the bed up. Your room should be tidy. It should be clean. It shouldn't be all cluttered, right? I mean, I am a believer, and tell me if you are too in the comments. Like, I think what your outs like, what your environment looks like, what your atmosphere, your ambiance of like your house, your bedroom, like what that looks like, how that feels is really just a reflection of what's going on inside too. So if there is mess, if there's clutter, there's stuff everywhere, your mind and your brain and your head probably still feels very messy and cluttered and overwhelmed, right? So if you never thought about that before, like, think about that. A lot of our outside life is a reflection on how we feel on the inside, right? So just to kind of get back to the point, like when you wake up, you don't snooze, you wake up, you make your bed, make sure your room's tidy. Because when you are in a inviting, clean, just organized space, you best believe that is going to help you with a positive self-image, really feeling confident, really feeling worthy, really feeling, just ready to handle what comes in your day, right? An unexpected thing of maybe something in your business, or maybe this unexpected tantrum with your kid, or maybe this unexpected text that kind of caught you off guard. Like you'll be able to handle and navigate these unexpected things with more grace, with more patience, and with more emotional maturity if you're, you start your day right and you start it like feeling good, right? So like your personal space. All right. The other thing that really helps with the positive self-image, I'm still on number 2, right? We're on this morning routine now. I think it's so important, especially now in today's day and age, all this content, noise, news, social media, just all this information overload. I mean, it could really have you losing yourself and second guessing yourself and just, really getting influenced and making poor decisions, doing things that you wouldn't normally do. So with all of this noise and clutter and just distraction in our life, what I love to do and what I teach my clients to do, and just about all of them do it, is to have some type of morning grounded practice, whatever that looks like. For me, it is anywhere from an 8 to 15 minute morning yoga practice. So I get up, I make my bed, I go get a glass of water, and then I go downstairs in our yoga, like our workout / playroom, and I have my yoga mat there and I do my yoga practice. If you're not a yoga person, that's fine. Can you just like go somewhere and sit and just sit there for a few moments and take some deep breaths? Maybe it's just doing a few stretches, right? Something to where you are just being with yourself, because we all need to connect with ourselves. We need to make it a priority to really connect with ourselves before anything, any device, any news, like before any of that every single day. So you can just get in touch with, like, just ground your mind, your busy mind. It's so important to do that. And again, I talk about this as, as a daily habit. Why this is so important for really having a positive self-image is because you're like, oh, that's not a big deal. Well, if it's not a big deal, it's so little, like, are you doing it? And usually it's these little things that really don't take a lot of time, or that doesn't cost like a gazillion dollars. They're the hardest to do because they can be overlooked as not important. But I'm telling you, it's the free stuff the simple things that will absolutely transform your life. The key is to do it consistently, right? Like a lot of people think that they have to be in therapy forever or go to Bali for a month. Why not take your power back and start with these simple daily habits each day? Do it consistently and see what unfolds week after week, month after month, year after year. Okay. I have one other thing here to really help you get, to connect with yourself and just get grounded before you, entertain all the things being thrown at you. Something I do. Not a ton of my clients do this. I'm just thinking about a few because it's not their thing and that's okay. But I want to share it with you because I think it's very helpful. I think journaling with your hot morning beverage can really help you to get just focused and to get clarity and to help you be really intentional with how you want to show up for your day. And when I say journaling, like for me, I journal really just acknowledging myself and acknowledging, the little moments and blessings in my life and also the things that I'm looking forward to. Like I just acknowledge that I am proud of myself for sticking to my workout routine consistently. Um, I also acknowledge that it was such a great weekend with my family. I really loved, this specific thing we did. I'm really looking forward to our travels coming up to the beach and then, to Europe to visit family. I'm really happy and feel lucky to be alive and live another day today. I feel very lucky for my husband and for my child, like little stuff like that. One thing I also journaled today was I am so grateful for this first sip of hot coffee and peace and quiet that I'm about to take. Little stuff like that. This just helps me to get into my own mind and body before, again, the world takes over because the world will intrude. It will. And like hijack you, right? Let me switch here. Show up for you before you start showing up for, everybody else and everything else. All right. Let me know, like, is this one resonating with you more? Right? That the morning routine, like the getting up, not snoozing, making your bed, doing, a yoga or a meditation or a stretch, journaling. Let me know. Do you do this now? Did you maybe used to do it before, but then you got away from it and you remember that when you did do it, it felt really, really good. But then whatever you stopped doing it, like, do you want to get back to it? Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking about this number 2 daily habit. Again, I really think I'm just giving very simple daily habits to help you to build and create a positive self-image that are just foundational and that are available to all of us. All of us. Okay, so let's move on to the third one, and then we'll wrap up after this. If you don't make an effort, okay, number 3, if you're not making an effort to really look your best, like dress your best and to, like feel your best, it's going to affect your self-image. Like I know that when I became a mom and I couldn't shower every day and I didn't get a lot of sleep and I didn't do my hair and I, didn't put on something that I really wanted to wear. And, I was just like, 20 pounds, 25 pounds heavier than before, I was pregnant, had a baby. Like I just didn't feel good. When I actually do get showered, get dressed and ironed clothes, and something that actually felt good to wear. And when I did my hair, my biggest thing, you let me know, I don't know if it's like a little bit of light makeup for you, moisturizer, or maybe concealer. But for me, I feel like really confident when my hair is done. And I will tell you this, I don't do my hair every day because it's a process. It's a process. I mean, it looks good now, right? But this is a process. The washing it, the detangling it and then letting it air dry a little bit and then doing like it's a whole thing, right? But when my hair is good, when my hair is done and have a little bit of makeup on, I feel like I can take on the world. I feel like $1,000,000. I feel like I am just in my power when I make an effort. and when I like what I see when I look in the mirror. And this is the other thing. I mean, this isn't that this it wasn't on my notes here, but like getting ready and dressed to feel your best. I also noticed that when I started working out intentionally, like a workout program to where I work out literally every other day. And when I started being intentional with my nutrition, so I'm not just feeling strong, but I'm losing a little bit of weight that I don't want, that feels so good for a positive self-image is when you're actually taking care of your body, like from the inside, and then you take care of your body from the inside. It's just a matter of time before the outside looks, you know, it shows that you take care of yourself. So I just feel like back to like getting ready and dressed for the day, that is huge for your self-image. I mean, think about this. When you're walking around in your yoga pants and in a slouchy sweater and you have your hair pulled back in a bun, you're probably not feeling the most confident and the most beautiful. And look, there's a time and place for that. If you're on the soccer field, you just had a child, or you're just, craving for time. I get that. I still do that sometimes. But I definitely feel my best and more confident and secure. And just like I can like I believe in myself more and I'm just more excited to try new things is when I actually make an effort to get ready for the day. Like I work from home and I come on video. So I want to come on showered and, ready. But like the days that I'm not, like my days are completely different when I make this effort and I get ready for the day. I ask more, questions with bravery when I'm reaching out to somebody, or, I need to have an important conversation with someone, or I'm following up on this thing, or, considering this other opportunity. Like when I'm ready, put together for the day, I just feel like that confidence is just, people just pick up on it and they take me more seriously. That's the other thing. People will take you more seriously if you make an effort. People will take you more seriously when you start taking yourself more seriously. And I'm not trying to say that in a discompassionate kind of way. I just really, want to, be honest. Like ask yourself, like, do you notice that people respond to you differently and just take you more serious, or maybe even acknowledge you in a different way when you take yourself more serious and you put effort into, your appearance and just your, how you take care of yourself. Because when you take care of yourself, you feel different, and that's an energy. These are, looking at my notes, the 3 daily habits that improve your self-image after 40, really at any age. But my audience, like you watching, you're probably midlife. That's what a lot of my videos and content and coaching is catered to, is women in midlife. And let me know, was this helpful today? Did you used to do one of these habits? Let's do a quick recap, like the evening routine, your morning practice, and then really like getting ready and dressed for the day, right? These 3 daily habits. Did you used to do these and then get away from them, but did you notice they made a huge difference? Are you like really excited to get back to one of these that I shared with you today? Let me know below in the comments what you're thinking, what's going through your head. If you like this midlife video here, check out, these other ones that I did on midlife that'll probably resonate with you if this one did. And at any time you are interested in learning more on how to work with me on a more personal level, with the women's work I do, you're more than welcome to learn more about the work I do on my website, nikkimcmillan.com, and it's in the description below. Okay, thank you so much for watching today. I really hope that this was helpful. And again, I just want to, reiterate and really just, drive home that it's these simple daily habits that make the biggest changes in our life. It's not these big things or waiting for a certain time. It's really the little things that so many of us just take, I don't want to say take for granted, but that we just overlook and we don't do. And we're wondering why, we still feel the way we feel, or we're just wondering, like we're waiting for like a big ticket, or, like some big change you have to do. And it's really not. It's just these small daily habits that you do want to repeat. That's it. All right. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please give this video a thumbs up. Definitely subscribe if you want to keep hearing from me every single week. Thank you for tuning in. See you in another video soon. Bye.